Did you know Kingdom Come Deliverance originally started as a Kickstarter campaign? Warhorse Studios were very successful in getting backers for the game, raising more than £1 million. They proposed a long list of features for the game, and included a lot of stretch goals if they achieved certain funding requirements. However, not every single thing that was promised made it into the final game. So in this video I'm going to be showing 8 things which were either altered or completely removed from the game. Originally, the game was planned to be Act 1 of a planned trilogy. Each act would have been its own separate release, covering different regions and timelines of the story, because of time and budget limitations. Some of the storylines were rushed or never explored at all. Acts 2 and 3 were rolled into what we know as Kingdom Come Deliverance II. The second thing that was removed from the game was a playable female protagonist. Originally, Teresa was supposed to be a playable character in the original game, but she wasn't playable until A Woman's Lot DLC. The third thing that was cut from the game is a loyal companion. It was originally planned for the first game, but again it was not added until the A Woman's Lot DLC. In the second game, however, Mark plays a pivotal role. The fourth thing that was cut is medieval tournaments. Tournaments were planned to be a lot more ambitious than what we received. There was going to be jousting, melee combat, which is in the game, and the tournaments were supposed to stretch across multiple towns. Patch 1.6 brought the tournament system to Rattay, and there is also the Kuttenberg tournament in the second game, but it was scaled down. No jousting, no travelling events, just combat trials. The fifth thing that was cut from the game is blacksmithing. The story of the first Kingdom Come Deliverance game sees Henry be the son of a blacksmith, so it would make sense that he can forge weapons. However, in the first game you basically can just sharpen weapons. Blacksmithing wasn't fully explored until the second game. The sixth thing that was cut from the game is smart horse mechanics. In the first Kingdom Come Deliverance game, your horses were supposed to be able to gallop, to panic, to steer yourself along roads, and to automatically avoid obstacles. There was even supposed to be increased levels of combat on horseback. The systems were definitely improved for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, especially with the addition of horse racing in patch 1.3. But for the original game, the scope of horse riding was very limited. The seventh thing that was cut from the game is dynamic world events. The game was supposed to evolve based on your actions. Also, your choices were supposed to lead to you being bestowed with different titles. If you were good, you could eventually become a knight, but if you played as a bad person, stealing and slaughtering innocents, you would have had a very bad reputation. This was explored more in the second game, where your bad choices can lead to you being branded or even executed. However, positive actions in either game did not lead you to being a knight. They definitely tried in the first game to put those systems in. For example, if you kill a quest giver, you're out of luck. If you fail to protect the town, it stays destroyed. But it wasn't the full living world that was promised. Also, with the dynamic living world, they wanted to give you the ability to build towns, potentially make bases, and improve them as you go. Maybe even one day getting your own castle. And then the eighth thing that was cut from the game is deeper crafting systems. While Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 did expand on blacksmithing, and alchemy was always in depth for the first game or second game, you were also supposed to have the ability to tan hides, brew beer, and work with leather potentially to make clothes. In the first game, crafting is mostly potions and repairing your gear and sharpening weapons, and in the second game you can reforge swords and do a lot more with blacksmithing. We can get more of a hint of what might be included in Kingdom Come Deliverance 3 if there ever is one. Which feature do you like the most from either the first or the second game?